Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aiba Kaleem and I'm a student of MS Microbiology in Jinnah University for Women. As you all are aware about the outbreak of the coronavirus, and due to this disease, many people died worldwide. So today I will be discussing about the Covid-19. To understand it more clearly, I had made some slides that will help you understand what coronavirus is. So let's check out the slides.
First of all, I want to tell you what coronavirus is. So coronavirus belongs to the large family of single-stranded adenoviruses that are known to cause respiratory diseases, and these diseases can be from common cold to severe respiratory diseases. These viruses are zoonotic and are transmitted to humans through animals. The researchers upon the genomic analysis reported that this virus is evolved from the bat. Due to this disease, more than 1 lakh people died from all over the world. The incubation period for this virus is 1 to 4 days. However, the longest incubation period reported is 12 days. You all heard that some people call this virus as novel coronavirus while others call this as COVID-19. So here, the question arises, why the people refer it with different names? This virus was first referred to as novel coronavirus because World Health Organization came to know that this new virus belongs to coronavirus family on 30 Jan 2020. This name was given by WHO and then they considered it as public health emergency. Later on 11 Feb 2020, the Director General of World Health Organization reported that this disease is caused by new coronavirus SARS coronavirus 2 and the disease will be named as COVID-19. COVID-19 is the acronym of coronavirus disease, COVID from coronavirus, D from disease, and 19 represents 2019 in which the first case was reported. Now coming towards the history of this virus, which is not very old, the first case of coronavirus is reported in the Wuhan city, China on 31st December 2019. China reported to CDC and World Health Organization that there are multiple cases of lower respiratory infections and the etiological agent is unknown. So they call this infection as pneumonia of unknown etiology. With the passage of time, researches are performed, and it was reported on 7th Feb 2020 that this disease is spread from animal source in Huanan Seafood Market of Wuhan. That is the largest animal market containing live and dead animals. It was also reported that this virus was present in the bats and has some genetic similarity. From China, this disease is spread that spread the disease by traveling to other countries. With the increasing number of cases, World Health Organization considered this outbreak as pandemic. In the right side of the slide is the timeline of this disease. The first case was reported on 31st December 2019 and in just 7 days the first case in France was reported. On 11 Jan, China announced the first death case. Then, with the increasing cases, World Health Organization declared it as global health emergency. In early Feb, several countries reported new cases and deaths, and now, in just 3.5 months, this virus is spread to more than 150 countries throughout the world. first, talking about the epidemiology of coronavirus in Pakistan, I made this presentation on 16th April 2020. So according to this date, 5,540 tests were conducted in 24 hours, from which 414 were positive. Also in 24 hours, 4 deaths were reported. Upon further analysis, it is also found that among these 414 new cases, 85% were males and only 15% were females. Till date, there are total 6,919 people infected in Pakistan, from which 1,645 people are recovered and 128 people died. Currently, the number of active cases are 5,146. If we consider COVID-19 cases according to the demographics, Punjab and Sindh have the highest number of cases that are still increasing. Males are reported more than the females for this disease. Interestingly, the age group that is affected most is 20 to 29 years. After 30 years of age, less cases are reported according to this data that is published by the government. And the least cases are reported in people who are above 80 years. Now talking about the cases in the world. So till date, 2,144,719 people are affected. The new cases from different countries are 58,288. About 143,278 people died and 543,079 people recovered. The active cases are 1,458,362. In the table is the name of the countries with most cases. Currently, the most cases and deaths reported are in US and Italy, while China is in the 7th position. Now talking about the structure of this virus, the word corona came from the Latin word coronum, which means the crown. When scientists observed this virus under electron microscope, this appeared as a crown. The spikes glycoproteins present on the surface of the envelope of this virus are responsible for this shape that can be seen in the picture. Upon further observation, it is reported that the virus contained positive single-stranded RNA that is covered by the nucleocapsid. This virus contains 29,891 nucleocapsids that encode 9,860 nucleic acid. It is also reported that this virus is the largest known virus since the length of the genetic material is 30 kb. The spikes present on the surface contains two subunits, S1 and S2, that are responsible in attachment with host cell. The homotrimer of the S protein form these spikes. The homotrimer contains receptor for angiotensin converting enzyme 2, and this enzyme is present on human cells. Now talking about the mechanism of action of this virus, just like other virus, this virus attach to the cell through the receptor and penetrate to the cell. The virus synthesizes the necessary compounds and starts replication. Upon maturation, the virus causes lysis of the cell and infects other cells. Upon cryogenic electron microscope, it is seen that the binding of the spike glycoprotein with ACE2 on host cell is responsible for entry of this virus to host cell. The subunit of S1 binds to peptidase domain of this enzyme, while S2 does membrane fusion. The first case was reported by animal to human transmission from the animal market in Wuhan. Then the transmission of this disease occurred through human to human. The droplets, as a result of sneezing and coughing of infected individuals, spread the disease. There are some signs and symptoms of this disease that help in diagnosis. These are fever, cough, shortness of breath, and difficulty in breathing. Upon severity, pneumonia, organ failure, and death is reported. Two types of samples are used for its diagnosis: the specimen from upper and lower respiratory tract and the blood. The diagnosis is performed by real-time PCR and ELISA kit. On blood test, sometimes decreased lymphocytes are observed, followed by increased values of liver enzymes, LDH, and C-reactive protein. The precautionary measures for this disease is to wash the hands, covering the nose and mouth when sneezing, using sanitizer when water is not available. Avoiding the crowded places means maintaining the social distancing and avoiding the contact with the sick person as well, and avoiding touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Now, to control this disease, different countries took further precautionary measures that include sweeping measures, nationwide lockdown, bans on gatherings, closures of schools, restaurants, bars, and sports clubs, issued work from home decrees, international flights are cancelled. Some countries have banned non-citizens from entering their territories, and several have evacuated their citizens from abroad. Now, coming towards the treatment, FDA did not approve any antiviral drug as a treatment. However, it is reported that broad-spectrum antiviral drug remdesivir can be effective, as it provides positive results for Ebola virus and also for SARS and MERS on animal models. So researchers are performing trials for this drug. Other drugs like chloroquine, arbitol are under investigation. Recently, IgG1 monoclonal antibodies are also reported positively in animal models. Currently, there is no approved vaccine for this disease, but a vaccine was developed that is expected to boost immune response when the virus expresses its protein. This vaccine is named as mRNA 1273 and showed positive results in animal models and is ready for human trials. This is all about COVID-19. Thank you for your time.